Hello everyone, Eric Rock, Spiritual Catalyst, here for day 6 of our 7-day immersion where we are receiving transmissions of the divine light that open and expand consciousness, lift our perspective to a much higher vantage point, that begin to clear the energetic blockages that we hold within around receiving. We're all so good at giving, and then we go to someone goes to give us a gift and we're like, oh yeah. So if you are good at receiving, this is going to help you open even more. So this divine light, it's full of grace, which opens and expands consciousness, radically opens you to receive all the gifts and blessings that life wants to give you. And this light, this grace, is going to do most of the work for you. Your small part that I ask you to do is to pay attention to your mind. We need to do a little bit of mind retraining, because as the wonderful Tony Robbins says, we're more motivated by pain than pleasure. And that's an imprint. It's an energy. It's conditioning. And if we can be conditioned, we can shift that conditioning and allow pleasure, adventure, fun, love, celebration, laughter, opportunity, growth, expansion, creation to inspire us, to motivate us. Doesn't that feel better? Just like think about that for a minute. Like just being motivated and inspired by all the juicy blessings that life has to offer. So yes, we're going to do this transmission. You'll receive it. It begins to, clear the energy blocks so you can receive. It begins to rewire your brain so that when you do start to think negatively or go into judgment or criticism, ridicule for self or others, you start to get negative, overly focusing on what you don't like, what you don't want, what you don't have. And this energy helps you to quickly realize and become aware, oh, I'm doing that thing. Oh, I'm doing that thing. And the first thing we do, so we realize we're doing it, we stop. We stop in our tracks. It's a divine intervention. You just stop. And then we want to forgive ourselves. We want to forgive ourselves. Anyway, because when we have these negative thoughts, we've got this mind-body connection, and then the body gets triggered and will start to go into fear, anxiety. You'll feel dense, heavy. You can't breathe, your heart is racing, your mind is spinning, you want to flee, fight or flight. So we would just want to stop and, say a little I forgive myself for allowing my mind to run amok. Or whatever it is you want to say that you feel guided to say. We want to forgive it, because actually forgiving it in that moment begins to clean it up. Another thing you can do that I have not mentioned in other videos is when you notice your mind is going there, or you're speaking aloud unwanted realities, you notice that you're doing it, you stop, you forgive, and you say, clear, delete, clear, delete, clear, delete. And I'll literally see a chalkboard with whatever shit I was just stirring up in my mind or speaking about, and I erase it. So we want to clear and delete it from the field. Because even when we're joking, even if we're saying things as jokes, your body doesn't know that, and we're 70 to 80% water and 100% energy. And what we speak, what we think, what we feel affects our water molecule of a being. And this has been scientifically proven. If you've checked out Dr. Emoto's Messages from Water, you know. And if you haven't checked it out, go check it out. Super cool. Go on YouTube. There's videos and stuff. It's just something to really think about and be aware of. We are commanding the cells in our body in every moment by the things we speak and think. And we can be commanding in a way that it could feed cancerous cells, or we could be speaking in a way that it helps us to receive our health. You know, there's been like a ton of people out there that have cured themselves of heavy diseases by retraining the brain. And you can make your mind like the most powerful ally. And that's what we're going for. But first we have to be aware of when we're like spinning out of control. We have to be aware of it. And so you stop, you forgive, clear, delete, clear, delete, clear, delete. And then I want you to use the contrast of what you were thinking or speaking and flip the script and speak it in a positive, because if you look at the contrast and you flip it, you're like, actually, that's what I want. Oh, I've got all these toxic, narcissistic assholes in my life. So what do you really want? You want to attract loving, supportive people that see you, that hear you, that accept you exactly as you are. And they've got your back and they love you. They love you. They hold space for you to grow. They celebrate your victories with you. When you're sad and going through the muck of life that always, you know, it's going to happen, they sit and love you through it. They hold your hand. If you're noticing like you're freaking out about money, like you don't, like money comes in, but the minute it comes in, like the car breaks down or your boiler explodes or you need a new water heater or new windows in your house or something goes with you, you know, goes with your child and there's all these extra expenses. So it's like money comes in, it goes out, or maybe you're in a situation where it's like, I'm barely feeding my family. We could be homeless. You know, we're freaking out about money and it's totally justified. Like you're noticing what is going on. It is freaking you out. But we want to use, you know, we've got so much power and magic in us. So use your expression point, your throat. This is how we create. And we say to the universe, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for what I do have. We start with what we have. We're not pretending that we've got millions of dollars when we're like living on the street. No, I'm not asking you to pretend. Thank you for what I do have. Even if it's like barely anything. Thank you for what I do have. I open to receive more. I thank you for the abundance that I am receiving in this perfect now moment with ease, speed, and grace in the most loving, highest destiny way possible. I thank you, Mother Earth, for supporting me and my family and my children. So whatever the negativity, the criticism that was going on or we were speaking, flip it, and that's actually what we want. So it's kind of like this negativity, this contrast, it helps us get really clear about what it is we're wanting. We are super clear about what we don't want, what we don't like, what we don't have, what's going wrong, how we would like it to be different. But in order for it to be different, we need to shift our vibration, our frequency. Albert Einstein said, and I'm going to paraphrase here, no problem is solved in the same consciousness in which the problem was created. So you have to change the consciousness, change the energy. Energy goes where attention flows. So like paying attention to this and making your mind an ally so that the moment you start to speak or think unwanted realities, your mind catches it, you flip it, you speak out loud what you do want. And I like to start the sentence with thank you. Two of the most powerful words we can speak. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the more we do this, the faster you will find yourself catching these negative loops and commentaries and things that go on. And what you'll find over time is that you don't have a lot of negative pop-ups anymore. you're in a new reality where life starts to get good. And when that happens, you move through this threshold, life starts to get good. And then the one thing that a lot of people do go into is they're afraid the rug's going to get pulled up from underneath them and they're going to go back. You won't. You won't. I'm here to tell you, because I went through that phase. Like, life started to get really good. Like, money started to come in, clients started to call, abundance started to show up in all its various forms, my health got better, I felt more positive, uplifted, and hopeful and inspired all the time. Like, I was living in a way more elevated place. I found that I was feeling grateful more, and the more I felt grateful, the more I had to be grateful. It was like this, it took on a life of its own, of positivity, and it can go either way, right? Like, it can take on a life of positivity and blessings and grace and beauty and fun and all that, but we can also spiral to the other side and like throw ourselves down the rabbit hole, right? And we've experienced both, so we know the deal. But what we're doing here in the 7-day immersion is making everything more conscious, okay? So that's what I have to share. Let's do the transmission part, okay? So remember, the transmission, it's going to start to clear the energetic blockages, opening you to receive all of the gifts and blessings the universe wants to give you. It's going to open and expand your consciousness, lifting you to a higher vantage point. And it's going to help make you aware more quickly when you start to spiral in a negative way. And we stop, clear, delete, clear, delete, clear, delete, use the contrast, speak it aloud, what you actually want, beginning the sentence with thank you. It's easy. Super easy. It takes a little bit of effort, but I'll tell you what, I used to live in a place where my mind, the negative self-talk going on in here created so much suffering that I got to the point I was willing to do whatever it took to feel better, to create a better life for myself, to fight my way out of this shithole that I found myself in. And I'm grateful for that, because now I know how I've got the map to move out of that into a way higher place, from surviving to thriving. So I'm grateful for it. I wouldn't change anything. I share all this with you so you don't have to take as long to get there as it took me. So I was super committed to changing the self-talk, what I was focusing on, and to be grateful even for the smallest things. I just started where I was, grateful for the smallest of things, and that gratitude built and built and built, and I became a magnet for blessings, for beauty, for fun, for celebration, for adventure, for abundance on all levels, for love and beautiful relationships. If I can do it, you can do it. So let's do it together. So I invite you to get still, open your palms to the sky, close your eyes, take some nice deep breaths. And I'm going to begin the transmission now. If you would like to place an intention or a few into this sacred container, the light will bless those intentions, help them to manifest in your reality faster. And maybe you're not sure, so you can just say, you know what, whatever's for my highest and best, please and thank you. Or thank you, God, Goddess, all that you are, for helping me to receive this blessing today, receive this light, to make my mind my most powerful ally, and quantum leap into a life that feels so good and is so delicious. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like whatever it is. You can't pray wrong. Okay, so I invite you to gently but firmly come back into your body. Take some nice deep breaths, center yourself. Open your eyes when you're ready. And one of the most important parts of this process is grounding. So I want you to focus, bring your attention, your focus to the soles of your feet. And see, feel, allow, imagine thick roots growing from the bottoms of your feet, starting to go down into Mother Earth, traveling far and wide, rooting, anchoring, so deeply into Gaia. Your roots traveling all the way down until they connect to the crystalline core of Mother Earth. And she will respond in kind and send her golden crystalline energy up your roots. Drink it up like you're sucking through a straw. Drink it up, and this golden energy comes to the soles of your feet. You draw it up through your legs, up into your pelvis, up through your torso, through all of your chakras, to your neck, to your face, up to your crown, your ears, the back of your head, the back of your body, down your arms, into your fingers. And you turn golden. Gold energy is super high vibe. And from that super high vibe, we start to magnetize the good, the blessings, the awesomeness. So, I hope that was awesome for you. I want to say that, this video series, the transmissions, they're living live transmissions, ever changing. So you can come back to these and receive just the energetic transmission part and go deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Okay, these are free to humanity. A gift from the creator, creatrix. Yeah, so it's not over in the 7 days. You can keep coming back. Go deeper and deeper and deeper. If you have any questions or comments, post below. And if you know someone that could benefit from this, please share it with them. I always appreciate that. So I will see you tomorrow for day 7.